One of the things I get asked about the most is to do video. Not only video of myself, but of Alaska and all that I'm seeing here. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try it again because I just, for some reason, have a hard time being raw on video like I am in my writing. So today I thought, what better place than at Reflections Lake in Alaska to do my first video, doing it without my hair done, no makeup on. I still have a hive on my nose from allergic reaction from 3 weeks ago. So here it is. It's going to be a couple minutes. Hopefully you'll stay along. I've been in Alaska now back for about a month and a half. I leave Tuesday to head to Denver, and then I'm going to come back to Alaska and stay for just a few more weeks before I head out for both November and December. I decided this year that I really kind of missed my family and friends last holiday season, and so this year I'm going down. Plus, my nephew is playing football, and I'd kind of like to see a game or two before he heads off to college. Um, but what's going on with me? Those of you that have been paying or following along over the years knows that I lost my manuscript for Girl on the Run last May, and I haven't been able to rewrite it. Well, I'm happy to say I've written 3 chapters in the last couple of weeks, which is awesome, and I should hopefully have it done here shortly. I'm going to write some more today, and it's coming along. And there's something that opened me up when I was down in San Francisco. I had a little bit of pain happen down there, emotional pain, not physical. Well, it could be the same, and that just kind of like let those floodgates come back. And I think every good writer knows that there's a little bit of emotional hurt that comes from some of the deep writings that we do. And those of you that know me know that I don't ever shy away from writing in an authentic voice. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm here at Reflections Lake, which I don't know if you can see it in the video, but that mountain is, it's got what's called termination dust on top, which is the first dusting of the season. But it just really does reflect right down into this lake with all of the trees. And my question today for myself was, sorry about that, when you look in the mirror and you look at your reflection, do you like what you see? And some days, yeah, I really like who I am and the woman that I've become. And, the good things about me are I'm strong and I can overcome a lot of hard things, which I know not everyone can. But through being down on the ground and kicked, which is what it feels like a lot of time, is I find this inner strength that I've always had as a child, and it just really comes out. Another thing that I'm really grateful for is my intelligence. And I know that seems kind of odd, but I think we don't pride ourselves enough on being deep thinkers. And I have a very serious personality and serious soul. And I've always wanted to be one of those girls that was just flippant and fun and everybody loved to be around. And people love to be around me, but sometimes I'm a little much to take. I mean, a serious personality, I gotta lighten up a little bit. So that's kind of one of the things I'm working on, is being a little bit freer in that regards. But I love that I can think through things, and one of the great parts of that part of my personality is being able to empathize with others and see what they're dealing with, and how it has nothing to do with me, and sometimes it does. So I look at that in a reflection. Of course, when you look at your reflection, sometimes you don't like physically what you see. And I'll tell you, I freaking hate my legs. Damn it, I hate my legs. I hate this thing that's on my nose. I can't believe I have to go to Denver and do live reporting. And, you want to feel pretty. I don't really feel pretty anymore. Some days, I started this diet bet challenge because I need to lose a little bit more weight, because I've had just soy reaction after soy reaction, and it's my fault. I am responsible for everything that goes in my mouth. And even when I ask a chef if it's soy free and they say yes, and then I get sick 30 minutes later, I know that it wasn't. So what do I do? But anyways, long story short, I've put on some weight over the summer, And I am very aware that drinking beer and drinking wine contributes to that. But I do try to, on days that I know that I'm doing some beer and wine tastings, I get out and hike and get moving. And now every day I have committed to doing 100 squats. I'm up to 20 push ups without taking a break, and sadly, only 10 sit ups. Oh, my tummy. It's really a beer belly. I know. I'm trying. But that's, I'm a work in progress. And I always like to say that I like my mind more than I like my thighs. And, who knows? But some of you have asked, am I dating? What's going on there? And it's still not a part of me that I'm wanting to share at the moment. Although I do have a post because I've been writing quite a bit about the different types of men that I date and the similarities that they have. So I've been writing down some notes about that, and it's kind of interesting. Um, I like really intelligent men, and they seem to all be successful in whatever it is that they do. And we end up becoming friends and eventually dating, but never like that's not how it starts out. It always starts out in a friendship zone or meeting somewhere, very happenstance. And I'm a big believer in Kismet and the universe coming together, putting me where I need to be. And the men that have made the most impact in my life have shown up at times when I had no idea that I wanted them to be around. So, anyways, I'm writing this post about it, and it should be quite interesting because I've made some good self realizations based on that. But back to today, my thoughts are: where do I want to live? What do I want to do? I've now been full time traveling for 2.5 years. And no, I don't have a place that I live in Alaska. Currently, I've been staying in hotels. I couch surf when I can. I've been camping when the weather's nice. I just still can't really do the cold, but that's just that's the way it is. When I came back up here, I kind of came up without a plan, and that was part of it. So now when I come back to Alaska, I would either like to be in an RV so I can like pull up to places like this and camp out and do all that, or I'd like to have a cabin or an apartment in Anchorage. But I don't want to do this again of where I'm just, hanging and figuring it out every day, because I did that for 2 years, and I'm ready to have a solid ground and a place to call home, and that. But I know that I have to have nature every day in order to create. And when I'm stuck in an apartment, I just don't. So I'm gonna talk to some friends and stuff about the whole RV idea, and we'll see what happens there. But who knows? I love being able to get on a plane and travel instead of driving everywhere. So, all these things. I just don't have the answers. Um, I know I'm gonna head to Florida in October, and then I'm gonna go see my family in Indiana, and then go to Arizona, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna miss Alaska like crazy, and I am kind of hoping it snows before I go. I like to build a snowman and make a snow angel and do all those Alaska things. Although people in Alaska just they laugh at me when I say that, because in Alaska you ski and snowboard and snowshoe and all those things that I've yet to do because there wasn't a lot of snow last year here. So, anyways, I'm at Reflections Lake. I'm really doing some soul searching this morning as to what makes me happy, what makes me find inner peace, and am I finding it? And if I'm not, how do I find it? Because only you can bring happiness and peace into your life. Nobody else can. And that was a really tough lesson to learn. I always thought that, when I had the perfect house or the perfect man or whatever, that life would finally find meaning. And you have to find meaning in yourself before any of those other things can come and be. And thankfully, I have found meaning, and I am ready for that, you know, fun love relationship, if that is what's supposed to be for me. And if it's not, I'll keep traveling, keep doing adventure, and keep writing, because writing is where my soul is the happiest. And at 41, I'm happy to say I'm finally a professional writer. All right, thanks for joining me in my first video of no hair, no makeup, and just saying what's on my mind. All right, happy Sunday.